Carlton Town TV in association with Aerocom UK. We're here away at Grimsby Borough after a phenomenal win. What a performance. When you walked into the game, did you think that we would be that level of up in
well, you know what? We've got a lot of faith in this young bunch of players, and we're finding out about them all the time. But it was the first chance that they've had to answer a question after Saturday. You know, we were disappointed on Saturday. Got beat for the first time this season in both the cup and the league competitions, and they've responded magnificently today. Like I say, we're learning about them all the time, but I think they've really stood up today and answered a few questions from the weekend when we got pipped at home.
It also takes a bit of lift from that because, like you say, a lot of young players. Mentally, that's got to throw a bit of a spoiler in the works as such, because we were on such a lovely run at that point, including pre-season. Yeah. To approach this game with that mental state must have been a take.
Absolutely, mate. You know, they've been fantastic to work with. Disappointing Saturday, but then that's the beauty of football. You're straight back in a couple of days later with being a bank holiday. 3 points over the 2 games in bank holiday. We're happy with that.
3 goals first half.
Yeah.
All pretty beautiful, to be fair.
Yeah.
Talk me through them all, because to watch them was blissful.
Yeah, well, similar goals, weren't they? You know, I thought we got into really good positions wide today, and the lads for that 15-20 minute spell in the first half, that's won us the game today. They really came to life. We had good runners coming into the box late, and we're delighted with that. And it's the first time we've probably got away from a team this season as well, which will give the lads so much confidence going into, we know how tough this league is. You're only waiting for the next game to come up, which being the FA Cup, as we know. So it's a nice way to finish the league before, a bit of a break for the league for a week or so.
Talking about the finish to the game before we move on to the FA Cup, second half, obviously, it's easy to get complacent when you're 3-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
Obviously made some changes to try and freshen that up. How did you feel about the second half?
Yeah, I thought it was professional. We thought they might change things. They had to come at us, given that 3-0 up at half time. I thought the changes were made were sensible. The squad, it's as good from the bench as it is starting, which gives Mark and Tommy, more than anybody, no doubt headaches each time. And we thought the change would make today, to bring in the energy of Zach, the leadership of Niall Davey, someone calm on the ball like Oz was, good changes at good times, and I think it just took the steam out of things to be honest with you.
And that was the thing that I would personally note, was they fought for the ball as if it was still 0-0 throughout.
Yeah, and we said that at half time. Look, you don't get any points at half time, do you, no matter what the score is. And the lads continued that in the second half. We had good energy, good fitness levels. No doubt a few sore legs tomorrow. I thought we were professional second half.
And in terms of moving forward from this, like you say, the cup, this has got to be good momentum to roll into that.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be tough, isn't it? We know what the opposition are all about. It's going to be a tough one. But it was a great way to bounce back from Saturday, and that gives us some momentum and some enthusiasm going into the weekend, where we can have a bit more of a steady week. We'll train later on in the week, of course. We will. But yeah, big performance, big result, takes into the weekend nicely.
Just overall, before we finish, the squad as a whole, pre-season is very different to the league, and everyone was very impressed pre-season with the fact that the squad was so youthful and we were playing such beautiful football, but that momentum hasn't stopped. Your view over the squad now, they've almost proven themselves in that competition.
Well, proving, it's still early doors, because you don't get any points in pre-season. But we believe we've got a squad that's got bags of ability. It's young. There's some of the older heads that were either at the club last season or that we've brought in, are really good around the dressing room. I haven't seen a bad dressing room at Carlton all the way through pre-season into the league and the cup competition. So, it's continuing to evolve. But we know it's a long season. It's a great position that we've put ourselves in terms of early doors. But it'll be a long time before we're looking at league tables or anything. It's just about the next game.
Yeah. Well, at the minute, we should just enjoy it, right?
Absolutely.
So thank you. Let's enjoy this.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Elder Millers.